Hello YouTube community, and welcome to AsherGaming. Today, you guys are gonna watch the first episode of my manga reviews. Welcome. Now, since this is the first episode, I want to start out with something a little special to me. By special, of course, I mean my favorite manga, Berserk. Now, here's a disclaimer. Berserk has a ton of violence in it. It has adult content. By adult, I mean sexuality, I mean violence, I mean every kind of that stuff. Alright? If you're easily triggered, please do not read the manga. It is not a manga for the faint-hearted. Now, a second disclaimer. This video may contain spoilers. Please notice that the first part I'm going to talk about is the story. And if you guys don't want to know about the story, because, you want it to be a surprise, then I can perfectly understand that, and please skip to the second part that I will state in the description below, where I discuss the art and the rest of the stuff. Alright, let's begin. First part, story. Berserk manga has around 3 storylines. The first 2 storylines are revealed as after chapter 96 about. And the third storyline has been recently revealed. Please notice that this part is a storyboard, and like I told in my disclaimer, if you do not want to know the spoilers, please skip to the time stated in the description below. Now, the storylines are here how it goes. First storyline is Guts. Second storyline is Griffith. And third storyline is Ricket. Now, the first and second storyline are revealed, like I said, in the 96th chapter, about. It may have been before, like 3 chapters before. And Ricketts' storyline has just started to unfold. His storyline has been going on for maybe a couple chapters. It used to be a cameo, but now it's a full-blown story arc. Now, the story is about Guts, mainly, since he is our main protagonist. Story begins in a siege, a castle siege, basically. And here's how it goes. Guts' mercenary band, or the mercenary band he's working with for now, has laid siege on the castle for money, of course. Now, the first thing that you see is someone watching above Guts. That is Griffith, which will be revealed later, around the first 10 chapters or so. Now, here Guts kills one of the bigger knights, basically. Someone who is bashful of himself. Someone who finds pride in himself and claims to be undefeatable. Anyway, that's below the point because that character won't show up in the manga ever again. Now, the important part is what happens after the siege. Basically, Guts is, after he got his money from the some guy that hired him, he goes off by himself to the mountain, basically. He goes down a road. And while he's going down the road, he's ambushed by a couple people called, who we don't know at the beginning, but later we learn that they are actually Griffith's mercenary band called Band of the Hawk. Now, the part I'm talking about is currently the Golden Age series. So, if you want to know the story without reading the manga, there are movie adaptations, not live action, but anime movie adaptations to it, which I will talk in the third part about. Now, basically, Guts kills one of them, no, kills 2 of them, then basically just goes on his way. Then defeats Kyaska, which is the kind of like a commander-in-chief, basically. The second commander, or like the, yeah, vice commander of the Band of the Hawk. Second commander of Griffith. Anyway, after a while, Griffith himself steps on the battlefield and single sword swipe Guts is defeated. That's how the story begins. Now we know our 2 main characters by now. Guts and Griffith. Guts being the mercenary that's basically his intentions are revealed later. I won't spoil that much because I want you guys to read on your own. Griffith, who is the leader of the Band of the Hawk. And in later, maybe 2 or 3 chapters, we will learn who Rickett is. He's basically a little kid who will later on become a blacksmith, or a blacksmith's assistant in this case. Now, that's pretty much it for the story. Second part, art. Now, Berserk's art has changed a lot over the years. If you view the first chapter and view the last chapter, latest chapter that has been released, you'll realize the extreme difference in art style. The reason is, by the time Kentaro Muira, the artist of the series, got better and better, no matter how long it took. And basically, it became more detailed, it became more dark, it became more broody, with better environments. And that's pretty much it. It has extreme detail, even in the beginning where the art was so-so. Now it's, I would say, 10 out of 10. Now, the third part, anime and movie adaptations. Now, Berserk had a 24-episode anime adaptation. Its quality was pretty good, I would say, compared to what other animes there were at the time, and has 3 movie adaptations covering the first around Golden Age series, basically. Right before the 2 storylines, Griffith's storyline and God's storyline split. Now, there are rumors, as far as I know, of a 4th movie or an upcoming movie series that follows God's storyline after the events, but I cannot vouch for that because even I'm not sure if it's real or not. Now, here's the last part. If you are an avid reader of mangas, you know that mangas usually come out either once a month or once a week. Unfortunately, Berserk takes a lot of time, a lot more time to come out, basically. Here's how it goes. Usually mangas such as Naruto and Bleach come out weekly, and mangas that are, I don't know, a little less known come out monthly. However, Berserk, and I'm not even joking right now, comes out every 6 months. A new chapter per 6 months, and that's not even guaranteed yet. It depends on Kentaro's mood, basically. But I have to say this much. If you're patient, the payoff is incredible. Because the thing you have to know about Berserk is it does not have any unnecessary filler between it. 337 chapters by the time this video is released have been released, and I've read every single one of them. And I can say that there hasn't been any fillers up till this point. And hopefully there won't be any in the future. Now, my review of this manga is, let me give you a quick recap. The art style is perfect, currently. If you start reading from the first chapter, you will notice a big difference between them. The anime adaptations are good. The movie adaptations are even better. Now, there was one game that was adapted, as far as I know, from Berserk chapter called Falcon Hen. I'm not sure about it, if that's how it's said, but you can pretty much YouTube it and find it for yourself. I'll even write the name in the description below so you guys can find it. It's an old game, it's a PS2 game, and I was raised with it. Anyway. And if you're patient enough, the manga is awesome. There's a good continuity. There hasn't been any plot lines as far as I know, or I haven't any noticed one yet. And that's it. I would rate this manga a 9 out of 10 for the sole reason that the chapters are really being released too slow. But at the end, it's a perfect manga. I'd recommend it to anyone. And next time on Manga Reviews, we will review Giganto Machina, which is another manga by Kentaro Muira. And hopefully I will see you there, and hopefully I made you guys get into mangas a little bit. and have a nice day.